I think I need to set a little bit of a rule for myself. I need to not make these videos right after eating, because this makes me feel like my lunch is going to be a rental. I know people, when they're surprised out their butt, they ask how people can sleep at night. This one's actually a serious question. I don't even know how this is physically possible. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into the wonderful example as to why WALL-E is soon becoming a live documentary that is a non-fiction thing called r/trashy. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. There you go. Thanks for not pulling out. Look, I feel like some people shouldn't be allowed to have an Etsy account, because then we would have stuff like this not as easy to get to. Plus also, let me guess, River, Bryony, Emerson, I'm just going to take a long guess and a good guess and say they got Live, Laugh, Love in at least 20 different locations in their house. Just me spitballing in the dark here. I know that people always say that making assumptions are bad, but there's a difference between making an assumption and recognizing a pattern. Dr. Duschenschmerz free on a $1,000 bond after skipping court and ignoring the fight indictment. 45-year-old Dr. Duschenschmerz was jailed this week after not showing up for an October court date and a bench warrant being issued for his arrest. The doctor's troubles started in November of 2020, when he was using a delivery service for groceries. When the gig worker, this person, appeared at his door without wearing a mask or gloves, Dr. Duschenschmerz reportedly became upset, and a verbal argument quickly escalated when he says this person punched him in the face, causing a laceration to his lower lip, which was documented by police. Blank fought the misdemeanor citation, and the case was bound over to the grand jury, who indicted him on the charge in September of 2021. When he failed to appear for arraignment in October, a warrant was issued for his arrest. Doctor's got a little PhD in phytology, but he doesn't know when to control himself. Yeah, it's great. Dude really did have to use every single little bit of brain power, even the little bit of brain power that is usually reserved for self-control and common sense here. It's like SpongeBob learning fine dining and breathing, except this guy decided to use it for medical reasons and punching. I don't know who thought they were Parent of the Year, but you really need to come up with the definition and difference between famous and infamy, because I feel like you might think you're one, but definitely not the other. And the reason I'm not scrolling up is, if you haven't already figured it out, their costumes are based off the two buildings that 3,000 people died in about, 21 years ago? Dang, it's been a while. I didn't know that people needed to be reminded that maybe you shouldn't have your costumes be based off of very bad points in history. But if anybody hasn't figured it out by now, I'm not scrolling up because there's planes hitting their costumes. Breaking news. You will be pleased to know hospitals are canceling appointments for cancer patients on the day of the Queen's funeral as a mark of respect. And no, this one is not satire either. This island is getting a little too sinister for my liking. I've seen memes going around of people's game consoles going on to like mourning mode and having a picture of the Queen and everything. I thought it was just gonna stick at consoles and that actually being a fake thing. I didn't think it was legitimately going to eventually go to hospitals doing the same thing. Anybody of my viewers across the pond care to confirm? Because this is not filling me with joy of everything. Like, oh, so the Queen has to die. Okay, you will too now. Florida man dirts his hands with peanut butter and punches neighbors allergic to nuts. Ah, dang it, now we see that the Florida man has been playing those video games. He was able to buff his hands and give himself damage over time abilities. Ah, yes, one of the main reasons I don't like riding on the metro or any public transport, for a matter of fact, is because apparently if you can afford this type of boombox and everything, you can't afford headphones though. That's the only trade-off with it all. I can absolutely guarantee you this: if you do this and you honestly think you're a good person for doing this, you're not a good person for doing this at all. Please stop and please have some common sense. And really, I honestly feel like the type of people that do this are the ones very much looking to start a confrontation, because they have absolutely no other source of entertainment for themselves. I don't know why I've often had to deal with people that will have a speaker blasting music, but have for some reason not able to afford headphones at the Five Below store that's right down the block. If I happen to spot anybody doing this, I very much wish that your speaker would get wet. Also, secondly, I don't think your speaker needs to be louder than your hair. Or wig. I don't know. I can see a second color of hair underneath. Look, I know there's going to be a portion of the crowd that says this is trashy, but the other portion that I'm siding with are the ones that say this is innovative. Yeah, sure, the microwave might be broken. Yeah, sure, it might not be able to heat up anything. But no, if that button still works and that door little thing can still pop out, I'd say still use it. Also on the fact that for some reason I can't seem to find a microwave that's below 50 bucks. If I'm going to get my money's worth out of it, okay? I don't care if it's going to be used use to heat my bowl of soup without heating up the soup in the bowl or holding my mail. That is a sealed door, and that is a weatherproof door as far as I know. You know, I know for a fact that I can't be the only one that started noticing a pattern with people that own full-size pickup trucks, is for some reason they think that they can just go without fitting it into a single spot, and I honestly don't know why, because I know for a fact if I've ever had a trailer, if I have to take up a single spot, I do a pull-through in the back of the lot, but no, for some reason people think that, oh hey, it's a wide truck, it's a long truck, it's a big truck, I can fit it into 7 spots or at most. I know the Jeep Gladiator ain't a full-size pickup, but I've been able to fit my dad's Silverado into a single spot, and that very much is a full-size pick-em-up. Don't be the reason people think that the only reason you do this is because you want to say, well, it's too big to fit. Yay, here's my Venmo, just got fired from Walmart. You ever come to wonder why people get fired from Walmart? Maybe it's because you do something kinda bad. It's not like you just showed up late and they said, okay, you're done, go home. Because I honestly did not know if the Wonderful World of Walmart compilations ever did have a former employee side, and you know what, I feel like you might be one of the first, if not near the first. But as I've said in the past, and I will say in the future, every time I see one of these, if I do happen to spot one in person, I will try to flip it around and see if I can request like 20 bucks instead of sending them 20 bucks, because if they're stupid enough to put this on the back of their vehicle, they're stupid enough to accidentally send me money. Look, not picking up after your dogs, I guess douchiness is a worldwide epidemic, not just delegated to the US. Stupid stuff like this happens all around the globe, and it still will continue to baffle me every time I see this kind of stuff, because, you know, they put more effort into actually picking up after their dog than getting the thing taken care of entirely. I don't understand how people will make an extra effort to be lazy. And I honestly don't care who you are, what your social status is, or regardless of who you are in any way, shape, or form, if you do not think you have to pick up after your animal, you shouldn't be allowed to have an animal. Because I have lost count of the amount of people that I have seen let their dog do their business on my work's floor and ask me to clean it up. I am not joking on this one. You know, it might just be because of me being a car person, but I've also come to realize that there's a pattern when it comes to trashy car people also. Usually you'll find anybody dodging in between lanes in a Nissan Maxima Altima, posting some kind of like Venmo me this money on the back of a Chevy Tahoe. I can't really think of anything else. If you happen to think of other trashy car habits, please do let me know down below. Caption said that this is the first time he's seen the inside of his older brother's room since he moved out or sold the house, and I'm thinking, how in the world did you miss this? An entire room just converted into an 11 by 12 petri dish. If there's absolutely any bit of a saving grace I can think of, the only thing I can think of is like, this has got to be the after image, so I'm legitimately afraid to see what the before image looked like with everything else in the room. Ah yes, you know, blatantly advertising that you're a gold digger, that totally always ends out well. It's just a wonderful thing when everybody can come together and be an honest human being. Also, please get off your phone. I don't care if you're at a stoplight or stopped or whatever. I don't care if you're not in motion. If you're on the road, put it down. This kid walked hundreds of miles to get to the gathering of the Juggalos. After his girlfriend kicked him out, he just started walking. He was carrying around his catalytic converter that he was going to sell to pay for his trip home. First off, thieving is not good. Also, secondly, I'm not trying to give any type of advice on thieving, but just common knowledge says that cash is usually a lot lighter to carry around than a whole frickin' catalytic converter. Jesus. Okay, yes, I know the whole show me your rack sticker is right there and everything, but this legitimately looks like something that everybody's got to try at least once. You know, the seat on the top, I can't tell if that's a TV set or not up there, but very much this looks like something that you know for a fact you'll want to ride on top of at least once. My only main concern is that is not tied down onto that trailer, so hopefully it's not being driven around like that. You know, normally there's two types of people when it comes to discussion of which is better. Some people say that boob is better, some say that booty is better, and then these guys come out of the woodwork, and those two groups gang up on them because, what the frick? And I didn't even know that group had a mascot until today, let alone a party float. Jesus, how did this get approved by the DMV of Maine? We're hustlers. Amid the virus fears, this couple has made more than $100,000 reselling Lysol wipes. Are people really out here trying to resell and scalp every single thing they can? Because I knew about toilet paper, I knew about consoles, and the shoe thing has been a thing for a while. Just straight up now, Lysol wipes? Like, what's next on the stupid scale? Are people gonna try to scalp digital copies of games? You know it's impossible, but you know some dum-dum's gonna try eventually. 1 star. I was just in there, and the cashier was flossing her teeth at the cash register, put the used floss on the counter, and rang up customers up to pick it back up, and continues to floss when she was done. I think the virus is maybe the least of your worries here. here. Excuse me, how bad is your mouth where you gotta floss at the register and you can't ask for a bathroom break or something? I am so legitimately confused, and I kinda wanna know where this place is for the sole purpose of avoiding it like the plague. I'm very much hoping that this was just a one-time thing and management caught on real quick and told her never to do that again. Ah, you see? Look, it's good old Dr. Ugg money. Some people thought this was trashy. More so, I'm actually wondering what would be a nice dumb plate to put on mine, because I got a deposit down on one of these coming out in a couple of years, and I am very much hyped for the C8 Corvette and where it's going. I actually almost got a C8 Corvette a couple of years back instead of the Gladiator, but Maryland's unpredictable weather changed my mind. And that one that I have the future deposit on is probably the only thing that I will ever be trading my Gladiator for. So, you know, I'm hyped to get it, and I'm hyped to see all the dumb things I do with it. 1 star, I ordered the $19 fried shrimp. They were the size of my 7-year-old's dong. Not impressed, to say the least. First off, you're spending $19 on fried shrimp. You're already enough of a dum-dum to do that. Secondly, out of all the things in the world you could have compared it to, you could have said it was the size of my finger, my pinky, my little pinky toe. No, for some reason, your mind went 7-year-old's dong. But with that last questionable thing, that's gonna have to be it with the video. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.